What's going on, guys? It's the Speaking Chef, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to another, not even another, welcome to the first episode of The Deeper Side, right here in the year 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. Yes, 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 yes. As you can see today, I'm not alone. I am joined by, yes, girl. So she is our first guest on the show for 2026. Hi, guys. As we always do, if it is your first time tuning into this channel, make sure you drop that red heart in the comment section below. And if you are a returning subscriber, be sure to drop that green heart in the comment section. Namhlanje, we are, as usual, drinking water by Gax. So if you do need any more details concerning this, please do check the description box and order water by Gax. Okay.
Very refreshing.
Yes, absolutely. To kick things off, so Simo, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you.
So excited to be here.
Nee.
The first to be here, to be featuring. Okay.
Oh, listen, we kick things off slightly differently. So Namhlanje, we're just going to do incomplete sentences, and then you just need to complete it. Okay, so I'll just give you a few, and then you can just complete it. Ready?
Okay. I hope I'm not dummy now.
Hey, okay, cool. So, I regret
To tell you.
you need to tell us what you regret, basically. So finish the sentence So on the show, we're all about getting to know you, getting to know the deeper side. Because I personally believe that you can be someone according to our view or in our eyes, but there's something deeper to you than what meets the eye. There's always something deeper about people than what meets the eye. So Simo, we just want to know a little bit more about you. Please tell us who you are, what you're about, and if we were to search or look up Simo Sihle, what would that look like? Yeah.
So, okay, my name is Simosihle Chambiso. I am a 25-year-old, soon turning 26. Oh yes. Growing girl. The girl is growing. So, I am a quantity surveyor by profession.
And what is that? What do they do?
So a quantity surveyor, in the word is quantity. So we basically have to measure up. We are basically the accountants of construction. We measure up what is being done compared to what you must be paid for what is done on site. For example, we have to build 2 rooms.
Okay.
But me and the client agree that we need to finish this in 6 months, and I'll be paying you in interim payments of saying, okay, if you paint this wall, I'm going to be paying you according to
what you've done.
Sure. You painted the wall. I'm going to pay you for painting this square.
Yeah.
So we are the ones that have to account for that, have to put that on paper. What is done on site has to be on paper and has to be financially compensated, So that's how everything goes with being a quantity surveyor. And I've been recently promoted.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So that is quite exciting because it's challenging.
Yeah.
I have my own site, which is I'm very young and I'm being taught training. It's very nice, but it's challenging, which is also awesome because now you have to step out of your comfort zone.
And this is something that you've always wanted to do.
Exactly. The craziest thing about it, me being a quantity surveyor, in high school I was like, to this teacher of mine, grade 10, I said, me, I'm going to be an architect. And he was like, no, you're not. You are good in you're going to be a quantity surveyor. I was like, I don't even know that. I was like, no, I don't know what that
One
is.
thing about teachers, they always know, Jay.
I was like, I don't even know. Shout out to Mr. Malchas. I think you knew, And I was like, no, I'm going to. He was like, no, you'll be. One day, I even told my friend, I remember that teacher that says I'll be a quantity surveyor. And look now, which is very amazing because I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. I love it. Even in high school, I was doing technical modules. Even now, I'm an engineer. It's always been in me to be where I look at a building and I'm like, oh, that is beautiful. Like someone who would look at a car, who's a car fanatic, and be like, oh, cars.
Cars.
I'm like
Or
that with
foodie.
big, you know,
Yes,
like you
yes.
being a chef and you're like, oh, I want to try
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
When I see it, I'm like, I'm interested. Like, how did they do that? You know, like how long did it take? You know, all these things. It fascinates me.
That's beautiful.
So
Is
yes,
there a lot of women in the industry?
not a lot, not a lot. And besides, not us also being like we just recently being introduced, and a lot of people are not used to it. So there's a lot of not being treated equally, and a lot of having to be always having to do more and having to always being at the top pushing because now you need to be seen because like women are always in this industry because it's male dominated.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be treated the same. Like the guys, even the way they speak to them, it's like it's construction. I can talk to you however. Of which women are not like that.
Not
You
like
have to be
that.
more respectful, more mindful of what you say
Yeah.
to people and like that.
So
I
how,
had to.
how do you even actually on that? How do you like navigate this thing of okay, you're a woman in this male-dominated industry, but you're also young. So
Yeah,
and you say you have your own side. So I'm pretty sure that there's
exactly.
instructions that you need to put out there and be like, guys, this is what needs to be done and everything like that. So how or what wisdom are you applying or how are you managing to actually get the work done while instructing people who are possibly older than you,
Exactly.
how and they are male.
Exactly.
So how are you getting the job done and giving out those instructions to those people?
So I honestly, I use biblical wisdom. I won't lie to you, and I think God had trained me on my previous site, the one that I was before this one, because I was struggling a lot. Like my supervisor was not nice to me, and then it's only now that I understood, and I was like, I don't even think it was him, but I think it was God training me for now, because now honestly I don't struggle much. The people are kind, nicer, they understand that okay, everyone needs to do what they need to do, so there's not even much of having to tell you what to do because you already know what to do and you do it whenever you need to.
Yeah.
But on my previous one, it was so hard. I don't want to lie to you. And like I had challenges, I would cry, because I'm like, I don't know, I don't understand these people. But favor. God is just good. Like my manager liked me, but my supervisor had problems with me because we were two juniors, and I feel like he favored the other one, even though they won't say it. But you could see the actions and everything. But
That's good.
I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna play into that. I'm going to just do my work. I'm just gonna push hard in actually showing him I can actually do it. I'm not gonna be, and everything. And he gave me a hard time. Like I mean, guys, swearing everything. Like it was just bad.
Sharp, which was a learning curve. Like, what are those practical steps if you want to like share with us, like the practical steps that you took and be like, okay, cool, this is what happened, and then this is what I applied, this is what I did, this is how my mindset shifted, and things like that.
Number one, I think being a woman, you need to understand that you need to own places. Some places that you just need to enter and they need to feel your feminine energy, but without having you have to feel so hopeless or anything. I understood that braveness is what I needed to have.
So
courage,
be brave, be
yes, courageous. Because I was like, at some point I decided, you know what, I'm gonna call the director because we need to set this guy straight. I'm taking a guy with a 30-year experience to the director. I wrote a full email.
Yeah.
And I'm literally a junior here. And I'm like, I'm going to call them on a meeting and I'm going to tell them what's happening.
Girl, you stood on business.
Literally. I was like, they need to know. Because, like, we're going to be treated badly here. And then after 3 years, they're going to say, okay, we're expecting you to know this and that. But yet we are not being taught anything. And we're not being addressed properly. You're not even learning nicely because now you're always you always jittery because you're being someone who's being, you know, attacked verbally, you know, that's abuse, but other people treat it as nothing, you know. And I'll call them out, and I did everything scared. I did it. I remember we were talking about, you said you did it scared.
Yeah.
I didn't scared. I was like, my heart was like,
scared,
it was
but I'm
gonna
doing
pop out of my mouth when I was in that meeting. And I went through it without crying. Yes, I was feeling, because now everyone is there. So these white people who are like, you know, and then I'm just there like, yeah, and I don't like how he speaks to me. And you know, and you know, and after that everything was good. Everything was proper. He was not treating me the same again, you know. Not, and then I was able to now learn on my own pace, by my own lane, and I was actually able to show him I can. He ended up even trusting my work. He would give me tasks that he knows that, okay, number one, I'm fast and efficient now, without having even to speak to me in a certain way. And I think that's how I got up, and God being able to, and he was ready to release me to stand on my own. And I'm a junior, but yeah, I think that's how courageous, and just be
brave,
very brave.
do it, and do it scared, whatever it might
Do
be.
it scared.
Because the results are always worth it, and the results are always beautiful.
And the crazy thing is that the
that.
person that was attacking me,
Yeah.
you know, I learned something from that person. Even when I was in my office, I was like, you know what, that guy taught me something. He taught it not in a way that you liked it.
Yeah. Or in a way that you used to.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Now, growing up, how was that, or how did that look like to you? Like, you there? How many siblings do you have? Was it like a big family? Were you like rich? Were you like, you know, average? Were you like poor? Like you had to push up on that play, you know? Like, what was happening? Take us back.
That is crazy. TK, you want to lay my business in these girl. So, like, when I grew up, it was just me and my mom first. I stayed with my aunts for a while, grade 1, and then I moved with my mom.
Okay. Mom and dad were not married?
No, not then.
Okay.
And then went to primary. It was only me and my mom. We lived in a small flat. It was just nice. Like I was sure. I was like, oh, it's me and my mommy, you know.
Mom and I.
You know, just me and my mommy. And I like the fact that she introduced me to God when I was so young. Like to a point where if I would get a headache, Mom, and she would, and I would heal. Wow. That's the thing that I remember about our past. That I was so like, and it shows how children's brains work. Yeah. You know, and all that. I grew up, and then after, like when I was like grade 5, my mom met my now stepdad, and then we got married legally. Then we stayed all together.
No siblings?
No, me and my mom, we don't have, like, my mom didn't dad, and then with my dad, now it's by 4.
Dad?
No, my stepdad. My mom married my stepdad. My dad's by 3. My dad. You know.
But you don't have any relationship with your dad?
No, not that I know.
You've never met him? You don't know
him? I've met him when I was young, but like we're not that close. We're not. He's never been there like that, you know.
Like if you would out on the streets, you wouldn't even recognize him.
I would see him because we look the same, but I don't think that I would rely on him. I think he would be the last person that I would reach out to, because I think he's not that reliable. I wouldn't rely and say, oh, I'm putting my life on this person. Like, if you would do, no, I wouldn't. And I love him as my dad, but like, I wouldn't bank on him, you know. There's certain.
But then, like with the relationship, like how did that end? Was it a thing of, you know, absent? I'm running away. I'm out of here, child. Or was it, you know, did you try and reach out to make a relationship?
I did. The crazy part was that like when my mom passed in 2017, he heard about it. I was in matric. He heard about it, and I got a call from him like during those days, and he just said, "Yeah, I heard about what happened. How are you? How are you doing?" I was like, "You heard about what happened?" you heard about what happened, and he's like, yeah, what's happening? And at that point, I don't understand. Like, I'm 17, I don't understand what you mean. Number one, you're not here. You're not supporting. You're not here to say that in front of my face. You think a call is gonna just do something and be like, yeah, he was there at least when I lost my mom. No. And those are the one things that I had to literally forgive him for. He's one of the people that I think I learned forgiveness from, because I had to forgive someone that had never apologized.
Oh,
I had
oh,
to
that's deep.
literally forgive someone that
that's
had
deep.
never apologized. It's one of the things that
I'm
are we
getting
not on the
goosebumps.
deeper side?
Hey,
We are
hey,
on the deeper side.
hey,
For
no,
real.
that's deep. That's
I tell
deep.
you, I had to forgive someone. Like, that's the heart. Like, that's why
Yeah,
I feel like at that point, nothing can hurt me more.
yeah.
And nothing can make me have to like struggle to forgive, because I had to forgive someone that was, number one, maybe not aware they've hurt me. And
Yeah.
even in that soul, if I would have held a grudge, that person might still sleeping, but still be sleeping, but
You're the one that's
I'm
not at
struggling with
peace.
unforgiveness. I'm not sleeping. I'm just not at peace. My blessings have been closed off, because now, if God
Got
had
this
said it,
person,
that if
yeah.
you do not forgive, I also will not forgive you.
on.
So I had to, like, it was one of the things that I got delivered from. Other people, I think they got delivered from alcohol or these things, but me, I had to be delivered from having to forgive and truly forgive.
Truly forgive.
And I think there's sometimes where we feel like we've forgiven. Years past, we be like, okay, we've forgiven, but I'm going to keep you from a distance,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I've forgiven you. That's all I owe you, you know. And then last year, I remember praying, and God was like, I need you to text this person, which is my dad. I'm like, okay, Lord, why do you need to text this person? I'm like, yeah, I need you to text him, because according to my forgiveness, when I forgave you, I forgave you and reconciled you with the Father. Why can you not do the same? And I was like, so when I'm texting, what am I sending him? Because I don't know what to say to him. And he was like, send him scriptures about love. Send him, ask him how he is. And TK, this is from someone who has never apologized once on something that, or not been there for all my life. And now
And even
I
in that
need
same
to.
breath, where you like, maybe they don't know that they actually hurt you, but also it could be that maybe they do have a slight idea, but they just don't care.
They
'Cause
just
it
don't
happens.
care. And then now I have to be, having to now ask them how they are. And like, I think the day I broke that unforgiveness was in my first year, where I think the pastor was preaching about, it was on Father's Day. And I went home and I was like, and he was like, it doesn't matter that you're saying he's unpresent or not. That's still your father. Without him, you wouldn't be on earth.
Without him, you wouldn't be on earth.
And I went home today, and the Holy Spirit, I was just cleaning my room, and the Holy Spirit was like, call him. I was like, never. Call who? For what? Why should I say Happy Father's Day to someone who's never been a father?
Oh.
How does that make sense? And I called eventually, because the Holy Spirit don't let you rest.
So in 2017, you are going through this loss and you are in matric. How's your year? What was going through your mind? Was it your first time having such a loss, or was it not something you used to, but something you've experienced before, or that was like your first experience of loss?
No, it was my first experience of loss like that. Because, as I said, I'm the only child in my mom's side. So I haven't lost a sibling, a brother, an uncle before. Never been to a funeral, number one, never. And it's just the craziest thing I feel like I've never told anyone is that weekend we were going out in a match. I was playing hockey first team, and we went to play with other schools in this other place, and we're traveling, and in my mind, I remember I was asking for money from my mom. I'm like, yeah, and I kept on bothering her, like, I need money, like, bro, send, and it's whatever. I think she sent it, or I don't even remember now. But on my way going to the sports event thing.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm looking at like the other girls, and we're going with this quantum, and we're going. And I'm like, yo, guys, like in 5 years, maybe when we're in university or whatever, it would be so nice that we all meet again with our moms.
Oh, wow.
And we just like, we might
Reunite.
crying. And it was all in my head. I was not like even saying it out loud. I was like, happy life, everything. Not knowing that on that weekend we're coming back, I'm going to hear from my mom.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I only thought about that after 5-10 years that it happened, that I actually thought about having to meet with my friends again with our moms and maybe having dinner, and then all of a sudden I'm going to lose mine. It was crazy. I even remember, because I was in a boarding school, I heard about it. My dad, no, it was not my dad, it was my stepdad's cousin that actually came to the boarding school to tell me that. And
so it happened when you were not even there.
I was not even there. They both were in the accident, but he lived and she didn't, And they came in. I'm like, okay, what's happening? Because I'm called downstairs. It was after breakfast.
Yeah. And when something like this happens, for some reason, you always like, no, because you'll get a call, you will get just people reaching out, people that maybe don't normally reach out and stuff, but there's always something that
actually, I feel like they were strategic about it. No one told me.
Yeah.
Like we had like weird things like happening. Just that day, I feel like also in the race there was a lot of trouble. The girls caused a lot of trouble because they were drinking. So I thought I was being pulled because they thought I was also in that group. So I'm like, I'm gonna go because And I'm going downstairs. I see the cousin. I'm like, oh hi, and I see the aunt, the teacher that was on duty that day, and I see. Who else is there? I remember seeing my teacher, like my registered class teacher. Yes.
Now what
I'm
are
like,
they
okay,
saying?
what is doing here? Okay, fine. I'm like, okay. And then she started off with, oh, I'm gonna, and she looked at, she was sitting down, and I'm like, what's wrong, And she's like, yeah, so mom got into a car accident. First thing that ran into my head, let's go to the hospital.